What's up, everybody? How you doing? Oh my goodness. How's everybody? Hopefully everybody's good. Today is Wednesday, so we're in the hump of the week. We got 2 more days. We got Thursday, we got Friday, and then it's the weekend. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to get my weekend started. Friday around 2 p.m. I think I have an appointment around 1 or something like that. Then after that, I'm driving home. It's been a long week. So it's been a long week. It's only Wednesday. But thank you to everyone who's here so far. I think I have bad Wi-Fi signal. But so far, I see Brian K is on here. He's dropping some of my links. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Brian K. Much love, man. Much appreciation. Um, I also have Park Rovers. How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Good to see you here. And I have my wife Maria. Everybody say hi to each other. Cool. I had a reboot. You know, it's funny how YouTube is, right? When you're trying to do a stream or a vlog, and part of my downfall is that I'm a perfectionist. I like to make sure that everything goes smoothly. I like to make sure everything goes right. Things go as planned. That that that's not how it always happens, right? And so I was just stressing out about 5 minutes ago because I couldn't get my PowerPoint, which is how I create my presentation. I couldn't get it on there for some reason. My computer wasn't sharing, so I decided to go to my PowerPoint. I logged in through the web browser, and here it is, right here. Stressful. There's a couple of things that I wanted to include on the stream. I wanted to start honoring some of the Disney legends, and I'll talk a little bit about that later on as the stream progresses. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have a new special guest. It is Orange Bird. And so, if you've been on my other streams, let me get him out here. You've seen Woody on my over my shoulder, right? My other streams, and the reason why I got Woody is because he's my favorite Disney character, and 100% my favorite Disney character, and I'm able to wear him. I only wear him when I'm inside Hollywood Studios, right? And so I came across Orange Bird, which I've been wanting to buy. No, actually, I had a pep talk with Woody, and I said, "Hey, it's a team. It's a team thing, right? It's there's no I in team, so yeah, he agreed that he's willing to share some of the time with Orange Bird. Daryl, how you doing? Keep Our Lifestyle is here. How you doing? So Woody's able, he's willing to share. He's probably going to come off the bench, but today the starting role belongs to Orange Bird. And so, I'm a fan of Orange Bird. I like him. As a matter of fact, orange is my favorite color, and so I'm gonna be bringing him to the park whenever I go to Magic Kingdom, right? So, and it's funny because I actually got him in Epcot, but he's gonna be going to with me to the parks whenever I go to Magic Kingdom. But anyway, before I do anything else, I want to log into this computer real quick. And then I also want to show you guys a little bit something that I bought today. Actually, I got to get the right keyboard. I have two computers, right? I have the one that I do my videos with and I do my live streams with, and then I have the other one. I have three monitors. I have my main computer, and then I have like an auxiliary monitor that I connect my main computer with, and then I have my secondary computer, and so I have two keyboards, and I know there's a way where you can use one keyboard for both computers, and I kind of figured it out, but I thought it would be just easier to have two keyboards, to be honest with you. The only problem with that is that sometimes I get confused. I think I'm in this computer and I'm using the keyboard for the other computer. So I'm just trying to log in there real quick. But today, I just have, a little bit of some Disney news, some of the stuff that you guys have probably, guys and gals, have probably seen in some of the other TikToks and Twitters and Instagrams of the world. But I just thought it would be cool to kind of bring it here. Benny, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Whoop whoop. Thank you so much. So before I get started, let me just make sure I'm logged in here. Cool. Um, Today I went to the Characters Warehouse, and if you don't know, there's a couple of them here in Orlando. One of them is in Vineland, right off of I-4. The other one is in International Drive. If you catch International Drive, let's say you get off on Sand Lake Road and you catch International Drive and you drive northbound, you're gonna run into the Characters Warehouse, right? You're gonna run into the outlet store or outlet mall that's over here in Orlando. One of the two outlet malls are here in Orlando. And so I like to go there every once in a while to kind of, get to see what's going on. Some of the merchandise that didn't sell well in the parks, they kind of push over to the Characters Warehouse, and you're able to get a good discount, right? So I always like to go there every once in a while and kind of see what I can find. And today I found a couple of things that I'm very excited to kind of show you guys. So one of the things that I bought, and if you're not following me on TikTok, I encourage you to go in there. Brian K dropped the link in the beginning of the chat. But one of the things that I found on there is this pin over here. As you can see, it is the dog with the it's got the pirate hat. It's got the key in his mouth, and is the dog that is actually at the end of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And that is a pin that I found there. Just in case you were wondering. Yeah, and you're right, Benny. It's not Woody. It is Orange Bird. I decided to kind of, give Woody the day off. And I hired, no, I didn't hire him. But anyway, I decided to give Orange Bird a little bit of airtime. And I gave Woody some time off. He's not jealous. We already kind of discussed that. He's not jealous. Yeah, so, I'm going to be, I guess I'm going to be changing it up every once in a while. Ian, how you doing, man? Thank you for coming in. Much love, much appreciation for coming on here. Okay. So, yeah, I found this pin over here. As you can see, they had a lot of pins. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of doing like a quick video on the pins that they have there. And then I was just like, no, I'm not going to do a video. I didn't feel like it. So I bought this pin over there. As you can see, it is a nice pin. Love it. I love the box. As you can see here, it's got the Pirates of the Caribbean like sculpture, the rocks and stuff like that. And you can see the jailhouse right behind there, the rails and stuff. And just in case you were wondering, I ended up paying $7.99 for this, regular price in $17.99. And I don't know if to actually take it out the box. I don't know if to just kind of leave it in there. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I take it out the box? I probably won't. This is my pin collection over here. Let me raise my computer up a little bit here. This is my pin collection right here. As you can see over here. I don't know if I should just hang it here or just take it off the pin and kind of, Benny says leave it inside the box. I'm thinking about that. As a matter of fact, it's kind of funny because when I bought this, I kind of thought of like a Christmas tree ornament, So I thought that was pretty cool. And guys, if you guys and some of the guys that are already on here, and gals, right? I got to include my wife on here. But when I went into what was it? The Finding Nemo ride, I kind of spoke about how a part of the queue reminded me of my office or my YouTube studio. This is what I'm talking about. If you go into Finding Nemo ride, right before you get to the entrance of the actual ride, you can see this pattern on there. and I always say it kind of reminds me of my office. I dropped my pin. Give me a second. There it goes. And you know what? To be honest with you, I wish my camera was kind of bigger, because for me, I rather do this stream standing up and kind of, because when I talk, I'm very animated and I like to do this and I like to do that. I'm a sales guy, right? And so I like to move my hands and I like to be very, but anyway. So yeah, I got this pin. I thought it was awesome. I paid $7.99. Regular price is $17.99. So listen, if you live here in Orlando, or in Claremont or anywhere in Central Florida, and you're able to get to Disney within 10, 15 minutes or so, give the Characters Warehouse an opportunity. Give them a try. You'll be able to find some of the stuff that you'll find in the parks that maybe they're not selling a lot, and Disney has to write it off some way, somehow, or maybe they're just trying to get rid of it. They're going to push that stuff over to the Characters Warehouse, and you're going to get a nice deal on it. This pin was $17.99 regular price, and I got it for $7.99. Now, this other pin that I want to show you guys that I got today, I think is an awesome pin. I love this pin. I don't have this character in my pin collection, and I'm excited to kind of bring it along. And again, I don't think I'm going to take it out the box. And that is Dumbo. So as you can see over here, Dumbo is kind of like in a peanut, right? Peanut bag. And as you can see over here, it's got the Dumbo, and he's got a peanut on his trunk. I don't know if you can see that or not. You got some glare over there. But I thought it was pretty cool. I love it. Just love the box. I don't have Dumbo. Dumbo is a very beloved character, and I thought it was pretty cool to kind of find that there. I thought it was cool, so I thought I just had to pick it up. You're that far away? 10 to 12 hours? Wow. Okay. On Monday on my stream, I said I was so blessed that not only do I have a job where I have a lot of liberties, to kind of get home whenever time I want and kind of throw on some shorts and a nice, cool T-shirt and just going to Disney, being that I live like 5 minutes away. But living 10 minutes, 12 minutes away, I don't think I could do live streams very often over at Disney. But you're not that far away. I mean 10 minutes. I'm sorry. 10 hours is a lot. Sorry. Let me go over here. Yeah, that's not far at all, Benny. An hour and a half? That's not that far. Daryl lives 40 minutes away. Okay. I know you live down not too far away from me, so that's cool. 2-hour flight? Wow. Yeah, that is a little bit far. So one of the reasons why, actually, I live like on the other side of I-4. So, I could get to Disney within 5 minutes, to be honest with you. And that's one of the reasons why I moved to Orlando, because, my family and we were, Disney fans, not to the point that we are now that we live over here in Orlando. But one of the reasons was that we were going to be able to live in Orlando and go to Disney anytime we wanted. Ironically enough, we bought annual passes and we let them expire. And then when COVID hit, we weren't able to purchase any. A lot of people in the community, I kind of know that from me commenting on the chat, that I was dying for Disney to bring back annual passes. And they did bring them back for a short time, which was the time when I bought them. And now you're only able to buy, I don't even remember. It's been like 4 or 5 months since we bought the passes. The cheapest pass, right? I like to use the word cost effective. Right now, they're not offering the Incredipass Pass. If I'm not mistaken, I got to go back and take a look. I haven't looked in a little bit, but yeah. So, we moved up here because of Disney, mostly. We fell in love with Orlando. We liked Orlando. We kind of drove around a little bit. We drove around a little bit and we were like, oh, we need to move up here. And we moved up here. But the main reason was, I think, Disney. So now we live like 5 minutes away. I can drive to Hilton Head in 5 hours. Wow. Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, there's people that live further away, right, from Disney than you, right, Park Rovers. So, yeah, I mean, compared to other people, it's not that bad, right? So anyway, yeah, so I bought this pin. I thought it was pretty cool. Some of you guys commented that I shouldn't take it out the box. Um, I think I'm gonna listen to you guys. I'm gonna keep it in the box for a minute. Let me see. So yeah, I bought these two, and they had a lot more. They had a lot more there that I can purchase, but I didn't want to waste too much money on there. I kind of always look for like a nice deal where I can get, five, four, six of them, maybe at 10, 12, $14. And I kind of use those to pin trade. I like doing pin trading. And so, hold on one second. My computer is showing that I don't have much of a signal strength. So let me see over here. If I just, no, I'm doing good. So, if you like doing pin trading, the Characters Warehouse is a great place to get pins, right? I mean, because for the most part, the pins that I have purchased, and again, they're up here. The pins that I have purchased are pins that I absolutely want to keep. And so, someone could be $12.99, $14.99, $17.99, depending on what you get. And like, for example, this one over here, I'm going to stand up for a second. This one over here, this is the Disney. This is actually the first pin that I got when Disney came out with the 50th anniversary pin, and this one was $17.99, right? So obviously, this is not a pin that I'm gonna trade, right? Because of the price, I'm not gonna trade a $15.99 pin or $17.99 pin for a pin that maybe I can find somewhere for $6.99, right? And so, as you can see, some of the pins. So over here, this one over here, these over here are some of the so this set right here I bought in Characters Warehouse. I think it cost me like $13, $14 or something like that, and it came with 7 pins. And so these pins, if you break it down, if you divide 17 times 7, you're looking about what, $7 each or something like that, $6 each, and or actually, let's see. Let's say it's $15 divided by 7. You're looking at $2, $2 per pin, right? And so now you can go ahead and buy a set of 7 pins at $2 a piece. Fire Pretty, how you doing? You can buy 7 pins at $2 a piece and use those to pin trade, right? And sometimes they have really good pins that you can trade for. So I'll show you one. I'll show you a couple. I got this one over here. This one was pretty cool. And I kind of found out, I went to the pin trading store in Disney Springs and I saw this pin. This pin is included in a lanyard pin trading startup kit, which I thought was pretty cool. I love this one. You got Mickey and Donald hugging. And then you got this one here. And then I pin traded for this one over here, which I also thought was pretty cool. I love the color of it. And as a matter of fact, over here, one thing that I learned from one of the cast members is you see this little Mickey right here. There's a little Mickey right there, right? And so these little Mickeys are exclusive to the pins that they use to pin trade, right? So, for example, if you go to any of the stores to buy a pin, you're never going to find a pin that has that little Mickey on there. I don't know if you guys can see it. That Mickey right there that's on his ear. You're not going to find a store that sells that type of pin. So what I'm saying is, if you are a pin collector, and I am a Woody pin collector, and I see a pin at the pin trading board that has that little Mickey on there, right? Whether it's on the foot or wherever it is, that's definitely something that you want to trade for, because you're not going to find that in the stores. You're only going to find that as you're pin trading, right? And so, just pro tip right there. Welcome in. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. She was so cool. I was like, so the first time I ever did a pin trade, I told the cast member, I said, hey, this is the first time I ever did a pin trade. Can you kind of talk to me about it? And she gave me some tips. She's like, look, this is awesome. You're going to really enjoy it. You're going to get into it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then she showed me, she said, look, anytime you see a little hidden Mickey or little Mickey on one of the pins, and it's your favorite character, for example, you want to get that pin because that pin is you're not going to find it in the stores. And for me, like that's what I look for. Whenever I do a pin trade, I'm always looking for Woody, and you never find Woody, never. And that's one thing I love about pin trading and collecting pins. I'm a Woody, right? So I collect my boy Woody in the pin format, and the last time they came out with a pin for Woody, it's probably been like a year ago, something like that. I mean, it's been a while. Like they do the mystery pins. They have a mystery pin set, and that's how I got this one over here. I got this one here. So they have like the Pixar. They have the Pixar mystery pin set where you purchase, and you get 2 in a box, and you don't know what you're gonna get. And I ended up getting Rex, and I ended up getting right here Jesse, and I'm shooting for the Woody. But however, it can be expensive. If you're looking for a certain character, I mean, I think each box costs like $13. So if you're looking for a character and you keep on getting the same one over and over again, you don't get the one that you want to get, then it could be expensive, right? Even though, again, you can use those to pin trade, but at that point you spend $17. You're looking about $8 a pin. For that, if I want to do pin trade, I might as well go to the Characters Warehouse, buy a set of 4 at $16 or maybe $15 or $13, save some money, and I can do some pin trading. I'm just saying. All right. So that's pretty cool. All right, folks. So let's go ahead and jump on. I'm trying something now because the very first time I started doing the last times I've been doing my stream, I've been doing my presentation of the actual what do you call it? PowerPoint app. Now I'm doing it off the web portal. So let me see how this works. Hold on one second. I wasn't for the to be honest with you, anywhere I go, and I always forget, that's that I kind of hit myself on the head on that every single time. So I try to go to any of the parks, and I always take a pin that I want to trade, right? 1, maybe 2. And when I get to the park, I'm like, darn it, I forgot it. And I always forget. But any park that I can go to and pin trade, I'll go. I don't have a favorite spot yet. I started buying pins, and I said that once I get annual passes, I'm going to start doing pin trading. I'm not doing a lot of that. But when I do remember to take a pin, it's whatever park I go to. But for the moment, I don't have any favorite pin trading places. I'm sure I'll get one sooner or later. But at the moment, I don't have one. And part of the problem of having 2 computers is having 2 mouses. So I'm always grabbing the wrong one. I'm always grabbing the wrong. Yes. And again, it could not only going to be tricky, it could be expensive. Now, for example, look, I was trying to get the Woody, and I didn't have luck. I ended up getting 2 other characters. And if you're fortunate enough to get your favorite character or the one you're shooting for the first or second try, then hey, you're good. You can kind of quit at that moment and say, I'm not buying any more. Or it could become very expensive. So yeah, I don't like to do mystery pins. I'd rather just wait for them to come out with a new Woody pin. But I can understand how people get into mystery pins because it could be fun, right? I'm just saying. All right, so let me do this. Let me see if this changes. You see, it didn't change. All right, give me a second. There we go. All right. So the first piece of news that I have, and let me take. You see what I'm saying? You see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Let me take this out of the screen. All right, so the first thing that I want to talk about is face mask news. Face mask news. The face masks, we all know that they were taken away, right? Requirements weren't anymore inside any of the stores, inside the queues, inside the rides, no more. However, if you were riding transportation inside Disney World, you were still required to wear some face masks, meaning in the buses, in the trams, in the Skyliner, stuff like that, right? You were still required to wear face masks. Um, I think inside the ferries, you were not required because it was kind of considered outdoors, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong. But they did make a change to the policy. And I can imagine why they did this, right? That is in the Skyliner, right? So now if you're riding the Skyliner, it is optional, right? If you're fully vaccinated, guests who are not fully vaccinated are required to wear a face mask. Again, who's to know who's fully vaccinated and who's not, right? It's your choice. You don't have to tell me. I don't care, right? It's my choice to wear a face mask if I want to, my family if they want to. However, it is optional. What I'm saying is it is optional. Disney made it optional. And I can understand why, right? If you're riding with your whole family and your whole family kind of agrees on not wearing a face mask, why would you have to wear one? You're not actually with other families in the Skyliner to have to wear face masks. So they changed that policy. I think somebody hit them over the head and said, "Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. So you don't have to wear face mask while you're in the Skyliner." And to me, it makes perfect sense. All right. So, I mean, I'm glad they got rid of masks. I'm not a mask wearer. I'm glad they got rid of them. And so I'm happy to go in there and do whatever I got to do and breathe easily. But I don't knock anybody that likes to wear face masks. Okay. Everybody's opinion. It's your choice. You do what you want. I've never been on that. Too scared. And speaking of Skyliner, I've never even written Skyliner, to be honest with you. And so I think that, and I'm talking to my family right now because I know that they're watching. I think that now that they don't have mask mandates, I think we should kind of find a way to write them, whether it's going to, Epcot and going to a resort, or from a resort to Epcot or wherever the Skyliners go to. I think it's time that we do it. My fear is that I'm going to get stuck like in the middle of like a lake or something like that, where they're not going to bring me down. So that's not what I'm not looking forward to that. Please do. You know what? If you're coming in for the first time, and you like what you're watching, we're not asking you to subscribe just for subscribing. If you like the content, and you're welcome to go to my library and look at my other videos and stuff, and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Why not? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I would be scared about. Getting stuck over water, and you know what? There's nothing that they can do to bring you down. So that's what I'm scared about. Well, this is the best. Make sure to stop at the Riviera. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And again, look, I'm not ashamed to say it. You know, um, for so many years, I've been like your typical Disney um, goer, right? You go to the park and it's all about rides, and we got to get to this ride, and let's hurry up, and lines. And I've never been, until now that I'm doing YouTube, I'm getting a lot more into Disney and finding out a little bit more and doing some research. Now it's when I'm really becoming a Disney fan and kind of opening my mind to so many things that you can do, right? And so I've never even done the Skyliner. There's so many things inside Disney that I haven't done, and I'm looking forward to finding out, and I'm looking forward to bringing them either as a live video or as a vlog. I'm looking so forward to it. But that's one of the things that I thank YouTube for, because it's opened up my mind to not just ride going, just kind of doing other things, because you can have so much fun in Disney without even riding one ride. I know that for a fact. So my wife agrees with me. We need to ride the Skyliner. Thank you, Brian. Yes, follow me on TikTok, and not only that, but Brian, if you could drop the link to Pete's TikTok. I am I'm a producer for him in his TikTok. I'm doing what I can to help him out in his TikTok. So if you could drop the link and you guys can go in and follow him, I would really, really appreciate it. Much love. And by you subscribing to him, you're helping me out. So I appreciate it. I'm just doing that breakdance thing. The worm. You guys remember the worm? Used to go like this. Look, used to go. Actually, I remember we used to do one of these. Wait, it's been such a long time. Something like that. It says, so theme park says, I need them to extend the monorail. They can do it in phases. Monorail, they can do it in phases. What do you mean by that, brother? All right. Scotty Tuhati, yes, that's right. Scotty Tuhati. Used to do the worm. Cool. All right, so let's jump on the next piece of news that I got. Let's go over here. There we go. Guess who's back? Back again. So the Tumble Monkeys are coming back. And for me, that is awesome, awesome news. I tell you one thing. I've been to Festival of the Lion King a couple of times. And I'm like, there is something missing. And these guys over here, that's what's missing in the Festival of the Lion King. I'm so glad that they're back. To be honest with you, I always thought that the current version was kind of watered down, even though it's good. I'm not saying it's not good. It's just a little bit watered down. We were missing some of the Trump, the stuff that these guys do. The trapeze, right, that these guys do, and they brought a little bit of fun. I always enjoyed the time that they would sit down just like they're doing right now in this picture, and they would kind of pick on their what do you call it? They would pick on their lice, right, or fleas, whatever, and they would eat it. So for me, it was just so fun to see them, and I'm glad it's coming back. I love the Festival of the Lion King. It is awesome. Awesome. And again, I'm glad these guys are coming back. Yeah, I agree with you. It was kind of boring. It was kind of watered down. I was like, something missing. Definitely them. You've never seen the show. Well, you got to go, man. You got to spend some time, go in there, and kind of be able to experience the whole thing. It was pretty cool. I remember back when it was like before COVID, they used to have us. They have 4 sections, right? And each section you have the giraffe, you have the lion, if I'm not mistaken, and you have the other 2 sections, which I don't remember right now. And then the cast member will say, "All right, you guys are the giraffe. Do you guys know what the giraffe make? The sound the giraffes make?" And everybody's like, "No." And I think it was like they would say it's like a sheep. And just make that something like that. But it used to be a lot more interactive, and everybody used to kind of have fun, and then they used to say, "All right, let's see who makes the loudest animal noise," and then they would point to one section, they would point to the other, So it was a little bit more interactive. So, hey, Daryl, if you haven't been to it, make it a priority. Go in there and check it out. One thing is watching on YouTube, and another thing is kind of being there live. So check it out. Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see him either. All right. Jaqueta, how you doing? Good to see you here. Missed you. What is it? Hold on. What was it again? Roddy too hottie? All right. Anyway. So yeah, all right. So let me take this off, and then I got a small video that you can find on Twitter in Mickey Parks, and let me go ahead and play it. That was a short video. All right, that's it. And you can hear the monkeys in the background, so it's pretty cool. I'll tell you one thing for sure, that I'm glad they never got rid of the guy that breathes fire, and then he has the whatever you call it on fire, and he has fire all over him, and da da da. I'm glad they never got rid of him, but we definitely need the monkeys. The monkeys. Hey, hey, with the monkeys, we like to monkey around, and that's the only part I know. So I better stop right now. All right. I thought that was gone. Be poop. Who went to poop? Poop. There it is. Poop. There it is. All right. Let's see what we got next. All right, the very next thing that I have over here, you've heard about it. I know you've seen it all over TikTok, all over Instagram, all over. But I got it in my show too. So here's one more time. So Guardians of the Galaxy, Disney announced the height requirement for it, and I'm so excited. And I got to give, I got to give prop to my wife. She always corrects me when I'm wrong. And when I did my video on Monday, she said, 40? What are you talking about 40? My daughter isn't 40. Our daughter isn't 40. She's 39. So she is 39. Hopefully she gets to 40 soon enough. We're dying for her to get 40 so we can ride a few rides with her, which will make the parks a lot more fun, that we're finally able to get my daughter on there. But I'm excited to see that Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is only 42 inches. So there are some rides out there that are a little bit more than 42 inches. Like, let's say, Test Track, I think it's 48 inches or 46 or something like that. I know it's definitely more than 42. So I'm very excited for my daughter to grow up, literally grow up. And so we can ride this ride. Hopefully, by the time it opens, my daughter's going to have a little growth spurt, right? Hopefully. And we're able to ride this ride. I'm looking so forward to it. We know a lot of announcements have been coming out about the advancement of this ride. We got, the queue, as you can see over here, it's moving forward. It's got the outside facade moving forward. We got the big spaceship. I don't remember the name, and I have the worst memory, so I ain't even going to try to remember the name. But we got so much things going on. They're ramping up the construction for this ride, and I'm so happy and glad. I just wish they did the same for Tron. And I think that once this ride is completed, I think all the efforts are going to be pushed over to Tron, and I'm looking so forward to that as well. I think that ride is not. I think that ride is going to be open this year. There was a lot of speculations, and I'm talking about Tron. There were a lot of speculations that ride was probably going to be opening in 2023. I don't think so. I think it's going to be open in 2022. I'm going to probably guess, hopefully, in the last quarter of the year. There you go. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. See, that's what I love about chat. You guys can always tell me when I'm wrong, and whenever I need help, you guys got me. Sundarian Starship. Yes, thank you so much. It's so funny because I do so much research to do my videos and stuff, and it's like it goes in one ear and right out the other. And I try to put it all in my brain, and it's as soon as I'm done with the video, I forget everything. It's so funny because when I go to the park, I try to remember the stuff that I kind of researched, and it's like it's not there anymore. I've killed so much brain cells in my life. Yes, I have. I admit it. Thank you. You know what? If I did that, I would probably have to buy her high heel shoes. And believe me, if there were high heel shoes that my wife couldn't find for my daughter, she probably would. We've tried. So anyway, I'm excited to jump on this ride. I'm excited to have my daughter on there because now we can do stuff as a family, right? Because that's what it's about for my family. You know, we used to be a family of four, and you know, we were able to write everything, right? When we came to vacation to Orlando, we would write everything without any worries. Now we have the little princess, right? And she's 39 inches tall. And now we have to kind of rotate. You know, my wife and I get on the ride while my older children stay with my daughter Melissa, and then once we come out, they go in and we stay with my daughter Melissa. So I'm looking so forward to everybody getting on the ride together. Not together because you can't ride. You know, there's always has to be one person that's single, right? Because they don't. You know, it's just it is what it is. It's a not number, so. Somebody has to ride alone, but it's all good. All right, we told that. Yeah. All right, let's see what else is new. There we go. All right, I'm looking forward to this one too. You know, I've never been to the Backlot Express restaurant. This is the one that you're gonna find between. You see what I'm saying? My memory, it's just like the worst. The worst. Inside between Indiana Jones and the Star Tours. There you go. My memory came. So this restaurant over here, it's kind of like a fast food type of thing. Between Star Tours and Indiana Jones is the Backlot Express. They're changing up their menu. As you can see over here, starting on March 29, the restaurant is getting a bunch of new dishes, including Cuban sandwich, which I can kind of relate. I lived in Miami for a long, long time. Cuban sandwich, smoked barbecue, pulled pork burger, okay, teriyaki tofu bowl, which I probably won't try, and chicken Southwest salad. So this looks pretty cool. Let me tell you. I would definitely try 3 out of the 4. The tofu, maybe not. Maybe, maybe because it has teriyaki on it. But just knowing that it's tofu, just not me, not my thing. We tried tofu. I did try the vegan diet for a little bit. So I've tried tofu. Didn't really care for it. That's why I wouldn't try this. But maybe, yeah, you know what? It has teriyaki, so it might taste good. But definitely the Cuban sandwich, definitely. And if you see back here, what do they have? They have some plantain, some fried plantain. So unless they're giving that with the Cuban sandwich, then that would be false advertisement. And I know a little bit about that. So anyway, the food looks delicious. Always, whenever they're advertising, always the food looks better than what you actually get. But nonetheless, they are kind of ramping up their menu, and these are some of the items that you're going to be able to find. So, if this is something that would satisfy your palate, why don't you give it a try? Daryl says, I won't try tofu either. I need real food. Well, I mean, I used to look. I'll tell you what. If you go to Chipotle, right, and you order the sofritas, it's tofu. I like it. You know what I mean? So if done right, I mean, it'll taste good. Yummy, tummy. Maybe we can try tomorrow. Okay, so I guess I'm going to Hollywood Studios tomorrow. No, but babe, remember, look, if you as you can see over here, look at the date. It starts March 29th. So we can go today, but it's not going to start till March 29th. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. So yeah, it looks delicious. Let me tell you. As a matter of fact, I'm hungry, and I already ate dinner. I'm hungry. Tengo hambre. All right, let's see what else. Already. All right. So we're in the part. Let me take my big head out of here. We're in Walt Disney World quiz. All right. So I got the 3 questions over here. Let me see if you guys can guess. Question number 1. Which Academy Award winning song was performed live for the very first time at D23 Expo 2013? Was it A, Remember Me, which is a song from Pixar's Coco? Was it B, Let It Go, Let It Go, Let It Go, Frozen? Was it We Belong Together, Toy Story 3? Or was it Man or Muppet, which is in the Muppet movie? Can y'all guess? Dun, dun. All right, what was that? Dun 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 dun. Maybe I should do like that theme song while I do this quiz thing. All right, so I got 2 answers, 1 more answer. Come on, 1 more answer, and then and then we'll move forward. Which Academy Award winning song was performed live for the first time ever at D23 Expo 2013? A, Remember Me, Pixar's Coco. B, Let It Go, Frozen. C, We Belong Together, Toy Story 3. Or was it Man or Puppet, The Muppet Show? All right, so we got 3 answers. We got Frozen by Brian K. We have Park Rovers with B also as well. And then we have A, Theme Park Lifestyle. All right, just keep that in mind, okay? Let's go to number 2, I'm sorry. All right, which of these closed first? I didn't know the answer to this. I kind of found out now with this quiz that I put on here. Which of these rides closed first? The terrestrial alien encounter? Was it Timekeeper? Was it Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? Or was it Snow White's Scary Adventure? Which ride closed first? A, B, C, or D? In the place to be. Drinking iced tea, not lemonade. I got a spot in the shade. Rolling up like a alarm grenade. All right. All right. Theme Park says C. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Brian says A. And then Park Rover says D. All right. All right. So different answers. Okay. That's cool. I like that. All right. So let's go ahead and move forward. Paul Frees voiced the ghost host, right? And you guys, I'm assuming you guys know who that is. Which other iconic Disney attraction character did he voice? So he voiced, I should do like a sample of his voicing. All right, so he also voice Jose in the Enchanted Tiki Room, the dad on Carousel of Progress, the auctioneer of the Caribbean, which is Pirates of the Caribbean, or was it Big Al from Country Bear Jamboree? I think they was all in the same year. Maybe it could be. All right, so Daryl says D, Big Al from Country Bear Jamboree. Brian also says D. Do I have another answer so I can move forward and I can show you guys all the answers? And it was C, auctioneer. All right. You ready? All right, let's go ahead and show. You know, as a matter of fact, Paul Frees is a Disney legend. He was voted in I think it was 2009. He voiced a lot of the characters. There was a video on YouTube about him when he was voicing the ghost host, and obviously that is the voice that you hear throughout Haunted Mansion. And he voiced so many characters. I mean, so many iconic characters that I wanted to do a little bit of a. I wanted to do a what do you call it? I guess an expose on his career, but I just didn't have time, guys. So I said that I would do one every week on Disney Legends, and he's going to be my first one. Okay, I just didn't have time to do it, and that's part of the being, that's part of the stressfulness of creating these vlogs. As much time as I think I have, I never have enough time. So anyway, all right, so let's jump on to the answers. If I can finally jump on there, let me see. I knew it. All right, you see there he is right there, and he also voiced the Uncle Duck, the duck. Hold on. Oh, there again. I was using the wrong keyboard. You see what I'm saying? All right. So those are the answers right there. For the question number one, which Academy Award-winning song was performed live for the first time at D23 Expo in 2013? And it was "Let It Go." And I believe Brian K. and let me see who else. Brian K. and Park Rovers guessed that correctly. So theme park guessed A. Wrong. Wrong. All right. Question number two was which of these theme rides closed first? You had the Extra Terrestrial, Alien Encounter, Timekeeper, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, or was it Snow White Scary Adventure? And it was C. So who guessed that correctly? Let me see. You had theme park, guessed that correctly. Brian was wrong on that one, and then Park Rovers was also wrong. And then on number three, Paul Frees voiced the ghost host. Which other iconic Disney attraction character did he voice? And the correct answer was D. And I think let me see who got that right. 2 or 3, not bad. So Brian K had that right. Theme Park had that right, and then Park Rovers had that wrong. So guys, again, next week I should have enough time, God willing, to kind of do an expose on the life of Paul Rees, Disney legend for the voice acting. So many voices that you hear, very popular voices of characters that you hear. He's behind it, so definitely worthy of the Disney legend. Good job, theme park. Let me see what else I got, and go over here and let me bring on my big head. Hold on, guys. That's pretty much all I have. Pretty quick show. Let me see how long. How long has it been? However long it's been. Let me see. Does it say here? It doesn't say here. All right, whatever long it's been, I thank you all for being here. Daryl for being here. Thank you. Park Rovers, thank you. I thank you, Brian K, for being here. Anybody else that dropped in and said hello, my wife Maria, thank you for always being here. I don't always mention you, but I know you're always there. Okay, so thank you so much. Let me see who else dropped in here for a little bit. Benny, thank you for dropping in. Anyway, guys, I appreciate the love, the support. Thank you for coming in here. I want to thank Brian K for dropping links. I appreciate you so much. And you know what? Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna end the stream like I always do. There's a lot of ideas in my head as to what content I want to bring. So just stay tuned. Continue to watch. I'm getting I'm getting more people watching my videos, which is very exciting, and it only motivates me and pushes me to do a little bit more content. As you can see over here, I have other social media outlets. I have the Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and of course I have the YouTube. So if you have not smashed the like button, and it's funny because like when I do live streams, I see all of a sudden I got like 12, 13 likes, and then the next day I only have 3. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. They're taking some of my stuff away, but it's all right. It is what it is. But If you have not smashed that like button, please go ahead and do so. It again, us YouTubers, it motivates us when we see people liking our content, commenting in our content, when we see that views, going up, especially when we see them over 100. It motivates us to create more content. And what we do, what I do is not just for me. Yeah, I have a lot of fun, but I want to make it fun for you guys. So I'm open to constructive criticism. I know it's my channel, but I want to bring something that is going to be happy to you guys. So let me know if there's anything that you would like to see. um, One of the things that I have not included on this slide over here is my Discord. I do have a Discord. I think I have maybe about 30 members. I'm trying to be a little bit more active. I got so much going on, so it's kind of hard for me to be active in there. But go ahead and follow me in my social medias. Thank you so much for being here. Much love, much appreciation. And it's not going to be Woody this time. It's going to be Orangeburg saying goodbye. And I'm going to end the stream like I always do. We came, we saw, and we conquered. And do me a favor, have a wonderful day. Peace. Thank you. Much love.